Okay, well, folks, Crown Jewel ought to be a terrible show today. Name my topic today is called for the show is called Sneaky, Slimy, and Subpar in Saudi Arabia. Is Crown Jewel is Survivor Series War Games gonna be look any good in less than 5 weeks, yeah, 5 weeks. And what will be leading to WWE into 2025? And I have to say. So let's get started with today's show and this event. Let's see. Okay. Crown Jewel results. Saudi Arabia. Um. Okay. Pre-show rivals. Yeah. Crown Jewel championships are shown being brought to the arena. Undisputed WWE Champion Cody Rhodes and World Heavyweight Champion Gunther are in the rebuilding and will do the battle for a men's version of the title. Raw Women's Champion Nia Jax and Women's World Champion Liv Morgan will compete for the women's version. Randy Orton shown arriving at the arena and will battle Kevin Owens. Owens is not happy that a camera is following him. Video plays Crown Jewel as we go live to the Muhammad Ali Arena. We see pyrotechnics display with kicking off the show with the Bloodline. Solo Yoka and his Bloodline head to the ring. After their entrance, there is a massive OTC chant. The original Tribal Chief Roman Reigns enters alongside Jimmy Uso. Main event: Jey Uso makes his own entrance. There is no Prime branding on the ring canvas or a Prime Energy hydration station at ringside. This is the first time. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah. 2000. Yeah, and I was gonna wait. The Survivor Series War Games. Yeah, it was Crown Jewel good. His Survivor Series War Games gonna be looking good in 5 weeks, like I said, I think. And and we've been talking about and I'm just gonna talk about worst thing the scheduling's going ahead for next month in December 2025, and I'm also going to talk about what's leading up for WWE in 2025. Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, this is the first time. Yeah, this is the first time. Yeah, the 6 man. We kick off the 6 man tag team match. The Bloodline, Solo Sikoa and Tom Tiger and Jacob Fatu versus Tonga Lilo versus OTC, Roman Reigns and Jimmy Uso in the main event, Jey Uso. This is the first time Jimmy and Jey have teamed up in a year and a half. They teamed at the 2023 Money in the Bank War in the Bloodline Civil War. The crowd is loudly buzzing and chanting OTC. Jey Uso wants to start the match, and Roman Reigns lets him. Jey Uso will start against Tama Tonga. A loud Ole chant fires up. Tonga clubs and punches Jey down and stomps him. Tonga rakes back and elbows him in the head. The crowd continues to chant OTC. Tonga gets him to his feet and punches him in the midsection to knock him in the corner. But Tonga whips him to the opposite corner. But Jey slingshots him over and hits an uppercut. Jey lets a yeet out of yeet and attacks Tonga in the corner with a back elbow, followed by a snap enziguri. Jimmy singles for a tag. The Usos take Tonga down. and a drop with double team elbow. Jimmy covers for a 1 count. Jimmy covers for a 1 count. Jimmy wrenches the arm, but Tonga headbutts out and punches Jimmy into the corner. Jacob Fatu tags in and takes Jimmy down. Fatu stomps away at Jimmy and acknowledges Solo Sioka as the tribal chief. Fatu sends Jimmy into the ropes, but he folds on and boosts Fatu back. Jay blind tags in and Fatu and kicks Fatu in the face. The Usos go back and forth and punching and kicking Fatu for uppercutting him out of the ring. Tonga runs in, but they quickly send him out of the ring. Solo runs in, but quickly ducks out to avoid stereo super kicks from the Usos. The Bloodline regroups at ringside. Another OTC chant fires up. Sioka gives Fatu another direction. Fatu gets back in the ring and tags Tonga in. Tonga charges, but Jay hits him with an arm drag. There's a thunderous rewind Roman chant. Reigns extends his hand to allow pop. Jay thinks about it and tags Jimmy in. Reigns is not happy about that. Jimmy takes Tonga down and tries to talk some sense to his brother. Tonga takes Jimmy down and hits a leg DT. Jimmy holds his leg in and pin. Fatu tags in and drops some headbutts, followed by a senton splash. Fatu hits the corner and charges to hit Jimmy with a devastating hip attack. Sioka extends his hand and the so-called tribal chief tags in. Sioka grabs Jimmy and pulls at his beard, taunting Reigns in the process. Sioka headbutts away at Jimmy before pulling him to his feet. Sioka sends Jimmy into the ropes and connects with a back elbow. Sioka chokes Jimmy in the middle of the rope until the referee pulls him back in. Referee pulls him back. Tonga gets a cheap shot in the face with a knee to the face. Tonga tags back in, and Jimmy sizes Jimmy up. Tonga charges for an avalanche, but Jimmy avoids it. Jay tags in and punches away at Tonga. The crowd chants "Yeet" with a punch. Jay takes him down with a straight right jaw to the jaw, and Tonga blocks a kick and spins him, but Jay takes him down in the enziguri. Jay hits Tonga with a hip attack in the corner and covers for a 2 count. Jay waits for him to get up and lifts him, but Tonga rakes the eyes. Fatu quickly tags and crushes Jay with a pop-up Samoan drop, followed by a senton splash. Fatu taunts Reigns and Jimmy. Fatu chokes Jay on the middle rope, and Sioka headbutts Jay for good measure. Sioka tags in. Sioka and Fatu hit Jay with a wishbone split. Sioka stops the hand and punches him. Sioka pulls Jay to his feet and puts him in his corner. Punching him down, Fatu tags back in and he uppercuts Jay down. Fatu puts one in the air and shouts at Sioka's name. Fatu applies a nerve hold to Chakra's muscles. Jay fights up and punches him, but Fatu shoves him into his corner. Tonga tags in. Fatu hits Jay with a vertical suplex. Tonga follows up with a single shot senton splash. Sioka tags back in and attacks Jay. Jay fights back, but Sioka takes him down. Tonga tags in and knocks Jimmy off the apron. Tonga taunts the crowd. Jay fights back and turns Tonga inside out with a clothesline. Rain gets the crowd fired up as he sees an opening for him to be tagged in. Reigns tags in to a massive pop. Sioka also tags in. The OTC and the other new tribal chiefs stare at each other before exchanging punches in the center of the ring. Reigns rocks him with an uppercut, so Sioka headbutts him. Reigns rebounds off the ropes with a pair of clotheslines. Sioka reverses a whip, but Reigns counters a leaping clothesline. Reigns connects with a urinage and puts a one in the air. Reigns gets locked and loaded for a Superman punch, but Sioka counters. Reigns gets away and takes him down with a Superman punch. Reigns goes to the corner, and Sioka sizes Sioka up. Reigns charges for a spear, but Sioka kicks him in the face and hits him with a Samoan spike. Sioka covers 1-2, but 2. Jimmy just barely breaks it up. Tonga runs in, but Jimmy sends him off the apron and kicks him off, and super kicks him off. Fatu runs in and absorbs a super kick from Jimmy. Fatu super kicks Jimmy and hits a spiked DDT. Jay runs in and super kicks Fatu twice and send him out of the ring. Jay super kicks Sioka and super kicks Fatu off the apron. Jay hits the ropes and hits Fatu with a suicide dive, but he catches Jay and headbutts him down. In the ring, Reigns hits Sioka with a Superman punch. Reigns gets fired up in the corner. Tonga goes for some interference, but Reigns pulls him into the ring and lands him on the top of the referee. Tonga gets on the apron, but Reigns hits him with a Superman punch. Fatu intercepts Reigns and hits a headbutt. Fatu takes out the OTC with a spinning elbow. With a spinning elbow, back spinning elbow, Fatu follows up with a double jump moonsault on Reigns before taking the Usos out with a suicide dive. Reigns is writhing and pain on the mat. The referee slowly comes to. Sioka hits Reigns with a Samoan spike. Sioka grabs him and hits a second Samoan spike, only to become the third man to pin Reigns in 4 years. Wins by pinfall, the Bloodline. The Bloodline stands over Roman Reigns. Reigns tries to fight up a Superman position, but they easily overwhelm the OTC. They get Reigns at the outside to put him through the commentary table, but Jey Uso cuts him off. They get Jey in the ring to bring a steel chair. Sioka puts a chair around Jey's head. But Sami Zayn's music hits. Zayn comes out to a massive pop. Zayn was conversing with Solo Sikoa this past Monday's Raw. Zayn gets in the ring and stares at Sikoa. Sikoa opens his arms for a hug. A loud Sami chant fires up. Zayn looks back at Jey, who is down in a heap in the corner. Zayn goes to hug Sikoa, only hit him with an explosive suplex. The Tongans and Fatu take Zayn down. Jimmy and Jey Uso get in the ring, as does Reigns, and they clear the ring of the Bloodline, leaving only Sikoa in the center of the ring. Reigns, Jimmy, Jey, and Zayn surround Sikoa. Sikoa tries to beg them off. Reigns and Zayn charge at the same time. Sikoa ducks and Zayn accidentally takes Reigns out. With a hell of a kick, Sikoa backs away with his Bloodline. Jimmy Uso is furious and gets in Zayn's face. Jey separates him. Reigns comes to and is not happy. This wasn't a good 6-man tag team match. Some of you figured it was going to be going on first, that the Bloodline would be going over. Big surprise was Sami Zayn coming to their aid at the end, but his interference and a misstep by hitting Roman Reigns. It feels like they're rushing, bringing everyone back into the Bloodline, getting ready for a potential Wargames match.
Hello, Moto.
Hold on 1 second. Hey.
Okay, I got the title. Sneaky, Slimy, and Subpar in Saudi Arabia. You got that part right. And then add, will Survivor Series Wargames be good?
Or can you just text it to me on my phone?
No, because I'm eating right now. I'll tell you real quick. Sneaky, Slimy, and Subpar in Saudi Arabia. Will Survivor Series Wargames be worth watching at the end of November? Question mark. And what will 2025 bring to WWE? And the end of 2024, going into 2025.
Okay. Okay, sorry about that. As I was saying, okay, now I got it right. Sneaky, Slimy, and Subpar. And as I said, in Subpar in Saudi Arabia. Will Survivor Series be any good in less than 5 weeks in this November, and what will 2025 be like for WWE? I got it right. I would see a little video of WrestleMania 41 is coming to Las Vegas in April next year, April 2025. Joe Tessitore interviews World Heavyweight Champion Gunther, and Gunther says Cody Rhodes has the fans support him. Support behind Gunther has been very successful without it. Rhodes is the secondary champion. Tessitore says Gunther is calling his shot by saying the sleeper hold will end it. Gunther says he'll make Rhodes submit. Kelly interviews undisputed WWE champion Cody Rhodes. Rhodes says Gunther says he's been successful over Gunther in the past. Highlight shows Gunther. Highlight shows. Hold on a second. Highlight shows Rhodes eliminating Gunther from the ring Royal Rumble in the 2023. Rhodes says Gunther is overconfident. Says ask what will happen if he loses to Gunther. Rhodes says the WWE title carries the company. Maybe we'll be wondering who will main event WrestleMania. You think you don't want to be the person who values the title. Rhodes doesn't think that will be the case. I would see this next match, WWE's Women's Tag Team Championship, Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match, Damage Control versus Jakara Jackson and Lash Legend versus Chelsea Green and Piper Niven versus Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill, WWE Women's Champions. Bianca and Io Sky will start the match, so they're not doing the true Fatal 4-Way rules. Belair takes Sky down. Sky pushes her off and goes for a roll-up, but Belair rolls through. Belair taunts Sky and hits her with a delayed vertical suplex. Belair kicks up and dances. Belair goes for a handspring standing moonsault, but Sky moves. Sky flips over Belair, and Belair avoids an attack from Sky. Sky soon comes to a back and hits a dropkick, followed by a kip up. Chelsea Green blind tags in on Sky. Sky uppercuts Green. Belair powers Green into the corner and punches her and Piper Niven simultaneously. Belair flips off the middle rope and hits Green with a spine buster. Belair hits a spring standing moonsault for a 2 count. Jade Cargill tags in. Cargill and Belair throw Green into Niven. They pose. Green attacks Cargill and goes for the second rope. Cargill presses Green up and Lash Legend tags in Cargill. Cargill throws Green at her, but Legend catches her and softly slams her down. Jakara Jackson tags in and stands on Legend's 2 shoulders to splash Green for a 2 count. Legend tags back in and hits Green with a suplex before kipping up. Legend taunts Belair and Cargill before leverage Green. Jackson hits Green with an edge omachi before kipping up. An NXT champ picks up. Jakara Jackson chops Green down. I don't really care about. Kairi Sane tags in off Green. Zane attacks Jackson and knocks Legend off the apron. Zane hits Jackson with a diving clothesline. Green runs in. Zane sends Green into Jackson. Zane grabs Green in Jackson's arms and hits them with a double arm drag. Zane spears Jackson down and tags Sky in. Damage Control gets in. Damage Control tags Sky in. Damage Control gets Jackson off the top rope. Damage Control botches a double team, so Sky uppercuts Jackson and slams her off the top rope. Sky knocks Legend off the apron and heads to the top rope for a missile drop kick on Jackson. Niven tags off Jackson and takes Sky down with a crossbody. Belair blind tags in. Niven hits Zane with a sit down power bomb. Belair hits Niven with a blockbuster. Jackson hits Belair with a pump kick. Cargill gets in the ring and squares off against Legend. They exchange stiff strikes and to the chest. Cargill super kicks her, but Legend absorbs it. Cargill avoids a pump kick and boosts her down. Niven heads to the top rope, and hits a diving cross body block. A Legend on Cargill. Green runs in, but Cargill rolls out of the ring. Green hits the top rope, but then she goes to the bottom rope. Then she heads to the top to the apron, and Green dives, and Niven catches her. Zane then takes Green and Niven out with a Zane elbow to the floor. Elbow to the floor. Sky goes to the top rope and connects with a diving moonsault to the corner to the floor. The Mad Girls join the fun. Jackson jumps off the Legend jump off the Legend's shoulders with a dive onto the competitors at ringside. Belair and the Legend go over the top rope with a double clothesline. Green is stumbling around in the ring. Cargill hits her with Jaded and covers, but Damage Control breaks it up. Belair attacks Damage Control. Legend grabs Belair, but Belair gets away. Zane hits Belair with a cutlass elbow. Sky then goes for a bridging German suplex, but they collapse before the pin can be counted. Sky pops Zane up for an elbow drop on Belair. Jackson heads over to the top rope and stands over there forever before hitting Smile dropkick. Legend gets Zane on her shoulders and shoves her into a power bomb from Jackson. Niven runs in and hits Legend with a Nishiku driver. Green hits Jackson with a code breaker and holds her for a senton splash from Niven. Niven tags in. Green goes for an unprettier on Cargill. But Cargill slams her down. Niven accidentally hits Green with a Vader bomb. Niven climbs up the top ropes, but Cargill gets her on her shoulders. Belair and Cargill hit Niven with a Doomsday Device for the win. Winners, pinfall still my girls, WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, the EST, and the Storm. This is really okay. I kind of like this match, but it's really good. But I feel Metaphor could have kind of won this match, but I still like Jade Cargill and EST. You'll see this video that Royal Rumble is coming February the 1st next year. They showcase the WWE experience in Saudi Arabia. And you'll see this video Seth freaking Rollins versus Big Bronson Reed. Now this next match is here. Seth freaking Rollins versus Big Bronson Reed. As Big Bronson Reed enters, Rollins attacks him on the ramp. Rollins punches away at him, but Reed quickly grabs him and clubs the back. Reed lifts Rollins, but Rollins elbows out. Rollins punches him down the ramp. Rollins throws Reed's ring jacket over his head and punches him. Reed quickly slings him down the ramp. Rollins boosts him in the face, but Reed chops him and empowers him to be in the barricade. Reed whips him toward the steps, but Rollins jumps over. Rollins gets in the ring and hits a baseball slide. Rollins gets back in the ring and hits a suicide dive. Reed stumbles around the ring. Rollins attacks, but Reed lifts him and slams him over the barricade into the timekeeper's area. Reed grabs Rollins and drives him into the ring steps. Reed gets Rollins in the ring. The bell rings to start this match officially. Reed avalanches Rollins in the corner and clotheslines him down. Reed goes to the top rope and connects with a tsunami. Reed heads back to the top rope and goes for another tsunami, but Rollins avoids it. Rollins hits a Stomp and covers 1-2. Reed kicks out. After a few moments, Rollins, who has a few cuts on his back from being slammed into the timekeeper's arena, chops away at Reed. Rollins goes for a pedigree, but Reed counters with a back body drop attempt. Rollins tries to counter with a sunset flip, but Reed sits down on top of him, knocking the wind out of Rollins. Reed puts Rollins in the corner and chops him. Reed whips him in the corner. Reed whips him to the opposite corner, and Rollins hits a Stormer first. Reed gets Rollins to his feet and chops him back down. Reed chops Rollins, but Rollins starts getting fired up. Reed chokes Rollins at the top and punches him in the midsection. Rollins flips him through a slam and tries to lift Reed but he falls under Reed's weight. Reed covers for a near fall. Reed gets into his feet and stares down at Rollins. Reed clubs back in and chops to the chest. Reed headbutts Rollins to the corner and drives his shoulder in the midsection. Reed backs up and charges, but Rollins knees him in the face. Reed is stunned. Rollins chops and punches Reed. Reed cuts him off with a knee to the midsection. Reed goes for a powerbomb, but Rollins counters into a DDT. Rollins pulls himself to his feet and goes for a clothesline, but Reed doesn't go down. Rollins tries again for the same result. Rollins hits the ropes and clothesline, but Reed is still standing. Rollins comes off the second rope for a clothesline, but Reed still won't go down. Rollins goes to the top rope, but Reed crouches him up there. Reed chops the chest and climbs to the second rope. Reed hooks the head, but Rollins bites the fingers to get out. Rollins punches in head and headbutts Reed off the middle rope to the canvas. Rollins falls over with a frog splash and covers one. Reed kicks out. Rollins cannot believe it. Rollins super kicks Reed to the face and the back of the neck. Rollins hits the ropes, but the avalanches him down. Reed connects him with a sit-out powerbomb for a near fall. Reed cannot believe it that he didn't put Rollins away. Reed lifts Rollins and connects with a Death Valley driver for another near fall. Reed gets to his feet and is furious. Rollins inches the corner. Reed chokes Rollins with his big boot into the corner and puts him on the top rope. Reed climbs to the top rope and hits Rollins with a suplex. Reed covers 1-2. Rollins kicks out. The crowd lightly chants, "This is awesome." Reed grabs Rollins by the hair and talks trash. Rollins says, should have finished me when you had the chance." Rollins slaps him in the face twice. Reed clotheslines him down and heads the top rope. Rollins rolls away the opposite direction. Reed gets off the top rope. Rollins hits the senton splash. Reed heads back to the top rope, but Rollins rolls out of the ring. Reed gets down and goes to ringside. Reed grabs Rollins, but Rollins slaps him in the face. Reed bounces Reed bounces Rollins' face off the commentary table. Reed grabs the steel steps and lifts him, but Rollins hits him in the knees. Reed falls and hits his face off the steel steps. Rollins hits Reed with a stomp on the steps. Reed gets in the ring before being counted out. Rollins immediately hits a stomp on stomp, but Reed quickly crawls out around. Reed slowly gets up, but Rollins comes off the rope with a super stomp. Rollins covers 1, 2, 3. Winner by pinfall, Seth freaking Rollins. Rollins goes to the ringside. He turns and sees Reed standing on his feet. Reed gets an awful cut above his eye, hitting the steel steps. Reed crooks his fingers to invite Rollins to come back for more. Rollins looks shocked and shouts that Reed knocks where to find him. Roman Reigns, the same thing will happen if he comes for him again. I said, I don't think Seth Rollins kind of buried him Seth Rollins buried Bronson Reed in this match because Seth Rollins was kind of pissed that Bronson Reed tried to end his career. But this is a good match. This is an okay match. Now it's time for the WWE Women's Crown Jewel Championship match. Video features Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez fracturing Rhea Ripley's orbital socket this past Tuesday on NXT. You know what? And she deserved it. So what goes around comes around. Yep. This past Tuesday on NXT. Yeah, I haven't watched NXT, and you know I kind of here it is. And I love that's what she gets. That's what she gets. She did it. That's the same thing. You know I kind of like that. I like what they did to her. For all the bad shit they did to them. She just like she broke her arm. She broke her arm. She broke her arm. She got her. They broke her arm just like the way Liv Morgan. She did to Liv Morgan the way they did the right thing. Liv Morgan. Yeah, I'm not mad at what they did to Rhea Ripley. I loved it. Trying to find it. She deserved it after good what all the hell they she did to them last year. Yeah, she kind of she got exactly what she deserved last Tuesday. I'm not mad that Rhea Ripley got her. I don't feel sorry for her. I don't. She got what she deserved. She deserved it. Yep, she deserved it. I loved it. I loved it. Yep. I loved it. Yep, I loved it. They deserved it. Rhea Ripley deserved it last Tuesday. She got exactly what she deserved. Yep, Rhea got exactly what she deserved, and I loved it. I loved what they did. So what goes around comes around. I know all of you think that it's okay for you think it's okay for Rhea Ripley to break Liv Morgan's arm last year, but it's not okay for Liv Morgan to get her revenge, for Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez to get their revenge on Rhea Ripley last year by beating them in the blood cup in the car. So I don't see. So see, it's the same thing, because it's the pot calling the kettle black. And how about if Rhea Ripley goes and somebody think that's attempted murder? Because how about if Rhea Ripley goes to jail? No one should go to jail as Rhea Ripley. And how well you think that Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez should go be arrested for what they did to Rhea Ripley? But what about Rhea Ripley? She should have been arrested too. I don't see how many. What about the time when? What about the time? Yeah, let's go back to the history. What about the time when Liv Morgan? It was time to find. What about the time when she helped Dum Dum invade her father, invade Rey Mysterio, Dum Dum's father, Rey Mysterio's. He crashed his father's Thanksgiving party. What about when the time when she helped Dum Dum crash her father's Christmas party, and she got her, and she had, and Dum Dum had to get arrested, and she should, and live, and the only one who didn't get arrested was Rhea Ripley. They had to arrest Dum Dum, but not Rhea Ripley. She should have been arrested too. So I don't see how it's not. So I don't see how it's how is that um how is that different? She deserved to get punished. She got exactly what she deserved. Yes, it is. Yes, it is, and I loved it. It's just scripted. Honestly, yeah, Rhea Ripley is no victim. That's all I can say. She is no victim. The only victims are Liv and Raquel. They're the victims. Someone, all you start need to stop complaining. All of them need to stop complaining about they shouldn't be upset for what Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley did. There's no saying it's scripted. It's still real to you. All of you think this is real. All of you saying that Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez should go to jail for what they did to Rhea Ripley. It's just scripted, people. It's just scripted. It's just a storyline. It's just scripted. All of you think it's still real. Stop crying, all you Rhea Ripley crybabies. Now, yeah, there was a video. I said it was a video package what they did during NXT last Tuesday. Yeah, Fracture Soccer this past Tuesday on NXT. Now we see this actual women's championship match. Raw Women's Champion, SmackDown Women's Champion Nia Jax versus Raw Women's Champion Liv Morgan. They do the introductions in the ring. They give this match a big feel. Bell rings. Morgan drop kicks Jax. Jax stumbles back before attacking Morgan and headbutting her down. Morgan looks like she's being rocked. Morgan begs her off and gets into the ropes. Morgan then surprises her with a slap to the face. Jax fears and takes her down before dropping an elbow. Jax avalanches Morgan in the corner and whips her to the opposite corner. Jack goes for another avalanche, but Morgan moves. Morgan quickly blocks the knee and drop kicks the leg. Morgan hits a running elbow, followed by a high knee. Morgan twists the knee around middle rope and releases before being disqualified. Morgan hits the ropes. Jax grabs her and lifts, but Morgan counters her into DT for a 2 count. Morgan continues the attack ring, but Jax kicks her away. Morgan goes for a code breaker, but Jax shoves her back. Jax connects with a Samoan drop for a 2 count. Jax whips Morgan in hard into the corner. He hits a hip attack. Jax taunts the crowd and charges. Morgan moves and Jax hits the ring post with her shoulder. Morgan sees an opening and stomps the back. Morgan stands on Jax, but Jax pops up and has Morgan on her shoulders. Jax climbs to the second rope and hits her with a super Samoan drop. Covers Jax 1-2. Morgan kicks out. Jax cannot believe Morgan kicked out. Jax grabs Morgan and puts her back on the elbow rope. Jax climbs to the second rope for a superplex, but Morgan fights out. Jax cuts her off and goes for another Samoan drop, but Morgan counters into a massive sunset flip powerbomb. Then it's annoying Tiffy time. Miss Money in Bank Tiffany Stratton runs down the ring. Stratton hands her the briefcase to the referee, but she stops her. Nia Jax confronts her. Stratton says she was going to cash in on Liv Morgan. Morgan hits Jax with a bloody whistle slide. Morgan goes for a suicide dive, but Jax forearms her in the face. Jax orders Stratton to the back. Jax orders Stratton to the back. Orders Stratton to the back. Jax hits Morgan with a Samoan drop. Morgan falls and counters into a roll up for a near fall. Stratton makes her way to the ring. Back to the ring. The crowd chants yes. Morgan goes for the Oblivion. Goes for the Oblivion. But Jax counters into a slam for a 2 count. Stratton gets on the apron, but Raquel Rodriguez comes to ringside and pulls the briefcase. Jax attacks Rodriguez. Morgan comes off the middle rope with a flying code breaker for a near fall. Morgan confronts Stratton as does Morgan. Jax avalanches everyone at ringside. Jax gets Morgan in the ring and avalanches her against the ropes. Jax hits the ropes, and drops a leg. Jax climbs to the middle rope, but Dirty Dum Dum slides the briefcase in the ring. The referee picks it up. Rodriguez attacks Jax by kicking her in the middle of the rope. Morgan hits Jax with Oblivion for the win. Winner, new Crown Jewel Women's Champion Liv Morgan. WWE Triple Content Officer Triple H hands the WWE Women's Crown Jewel Championship to Liv Morgan. They pose as fireworks go off. The crowd gives Morgan a right hand. They're treating this like a huge deal. Now, all I can say is this. I blame Triple H for all this. I don't know why Triple H for this. I don't know why. Well, it should have been. It should have been Misha with that Money in the Bank briefcase, but not Tiffany Stratton. But congratulations. But I'm not happy. I'm not mad about this. Congratulations to Liv Morgan. WWE Saturday Night's Main Event was returning in December 2024, and I know what I like that, but I'm not happy with what Triple H is not promoting. Then we'll see this next match: Kevin Owens versus Randy Orton. As Randy Orton poses on the middle rope, Kevin Owens hits him with a knee with a steel chair. Owens attacks the knee with the chair on Orton and rolls out of the ring to escape the attack. Owens goes for the ringside and clears the commentary table. Orton fights back and pokes him in the eyes before delivering a back suplex on the table. Orton goes for another back suplex on the table, but Owens blocks it. Orton stomps a shot at the steel steps, and Owens bounces Owens' face off the damn plate. Orton gets Owens in the ring and tends to his injured knee. Orton gets in the ring and Owens kicks him in the knee. Owens hits Orton on the back with a chair. Owens goes for another swing, but referee Eddie Ringo pulls it away. Owens hits the referee with a stunner. Another referee calls this match off. Owens goes to attack Orton with a chair, but Orton cuts him off and hits Owens with the chair. Orton gets Owens out of the ring and hits a back superplex on the commentary table. Orton stands over Owens Orton stands over Owens and grabs the steel chair. Owens goes to hit Owens, but Sean Devere takes it away. Orton grabs him and sends him into the ring post. Owens goes for another attack on Orton, but hits him with a draping DDT. Raw GM Adam Pearce and SmackDown GM Nick Aldis run to help. Orton hits Pearce with an RKO. Orton rakes Orton's eyes and pulls him to the ringside before driving him to the ring post. Orton quickly pops up and sends Owens into the crowd. They brawl into the crowd, and Owens hits to the face with a rope crate. Owens hits him with a head with it laying him into a pair of tables with wires on them. Owens hits Orton in the skull several times and heads up steel steps into the sands. Owens stands atop of the guardrail and dives off with an elbow drop onto Orton through the tables. The crowd is going wild. That was the right call. This show is no feeling whatsoever reason. No ways to need a match like this if they can feature it someplace else. Orton and Owens had a great ball to make it up for Owens. Make it up. Kevin Owens heel turn. It's good, but you know what? He's becoming like a piece of garbage like he was before. SummerSlam's coming to New Jersey in August 2025. The show replay what happened between Kevin Owens and Randy Orton. Now we see this next match, U.S. title match, Carmelo Hayes versus Andre versus LA Knight. And they show the replay what happened between LA Knight last night, 2 weeks on SmackDown. LA Knight spoiled best of 7 series with Andrade and Carmelo Hayes attacking them. Andrade and Hayes, bitter enemies, exchange right hands to start the match. LA Knight just stands back and lets it happen. They go after Knight, but he fights him off with jabs. Knight takes Hayes down and kicks him Andrade. Knight grabs them both, but they break away and hit him with a double super kick to send him out of the ring. Andrade hits in the ring. Sends him out of the ring. Andrade and Hayes start fighting again, but Hayes soon takes him down with a springboard flying clothesline. Andrade rolls out of the ring. Hayes hits the ropes, but Knight pulls him out of the ring and bounces him off to the commentary table several times. Knight gets on the apron and knocks Andrade back before hitting a slingshot shoulder tackle. Knight brings Hayes into the ring hard way, landing him on top of Andrade. Knight spikes Hayes with a DDT, but Andrade breaks up the pin. Breaking up the pin. Andrade attacks Hayes and hits him with a Spanish fly off the second top rope. Knight quickly breaks up the pin, but Andrade takes him down with a flying forearm. Andrade kips up and hits Hayes with a running double knee to the face. Andrade sends Knight over the top rope, and Andrade goes for a top turnbuckle. Andrade points at Hayes before hitting a moonsault over the ring post to Knight on Knight. Andrade gets to the ring, but Hayes takes Andrade with a somersault senton. Andrade heads to top turnbuckle. Andrade points at Hayes before hitting a moonsault over the ring post to get the floor on Knight. Andrade gets Knight in the ring, but Hayes takes Andrade with a somersault senton. Andrade heads to the top rope for nothing but yet. But Knight moves. Hayes gets out of the ring, out of the blunt force trauma. Andrade takes Knight down with a nasty block elbow. Hayes hits Andrade the first 48 and lands on top of Knight. Hayes hits Andrade with a front suplex onto the cutter, but Knight cut on top of Knight and covers both for a near fall. After a few moments, Andrade counters out with a tornado DDT from Hayes. Andrade hits Hayes with a destroyer, landing dangerously close to Knight's head. Hayes and Knight are lying next to each other, but Andrade goes to the top rope, but they roll out of the way of a moonsault. Andrade lands on his feet and hits Knight with a standing moonsault. 1-2. Hayes breaks up the pin, chops it Andrade into a corner and stomps Knight. Hayes pulls Andrade to the top rope, but Andrade counters a wild back foot super exploder on Sammy for a near fall. Knight goes for a second rope, and goes for a crowd going. Knight leaps up the top rope. Rope hits diving an elbow on drop on Andrade and hits for a near fall. The crowd chants, "This is awesome." Andrade goes to the middle rope. Knight climbs after him, but Andrade elbows him down. Hayes cuts Andrade off, but Andrade stops him. Knight leaps off the top rope and slips, crouching himself off the top rope. Andrade recovers and hits Andrade with an inverted German suplex. Hayes then hits Knight with a nothing but yet and covers, but Andrade breaks it up and Andrade goes for a message on Hayes. But Hayes fights out. Hayes super kicks Knight on Knight. Andrade boots Hayes in the face and pulls Hayes to the middle rope. Hayes slides off and slings Andrade down. Hayes goes for a spinning face first, but Knight intercepts and hits the BFT. Knight covers Hayes for the win. Winning by pinfall and still United States champion LA Knight. Wasn't that bad. And we'll see a little promo coming this month, coming later. Wargames Crown Jewel Championship ceremony will take place immediately following this show. And get this Monday on Raw, there'll be a no one contenders fatal four on Seth freaking Rollins versus Dirty Dum Dum versus Damon Priest versus Sheamus. Now, there's one thing I gotta say about this. If Dum becomes the number one contender for the World Heavyweight title facing off against Gunther, I'll be really pissed because I really hope that this Monday Night Raw, I hope to pray to God on my grandmother's grave, on two of my grandmother's grave, that they do not make Dirty Dum Dum be the number one contender. Make it I think it should be Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins should be the number one contender. I think Dum Dum is a little butthurt against Seth Rollins, in my opinion, because he can't get over the fact that Seth Rollins tried to take his eye out in the past in the WWE's new era. Way back. The Men's Crown Jewel Championship is being walked backstage. The main event is next. The Men's Crown Jewel Championship. Gunther versus Undisputed WWE Championship. American Nightmare Cody Rhodes. The introductions are done in the ring. The Men's Crown Jewel Championship between the competitors. The crowd is buzzing and the bell rings to start this match. The commentators discuss Cody Rhodes' hopes of becoming the first member of his family to win a major championship on foreign soil. The crowd is loud. They circle the ring and cautiously approach each other. The two world champions of the respective brands are careful with each other, recognizing the danger in their poses. They lock up, and Gunther quickly wrenches the arm. Gunther backs Rhodes into the corner, backs into ropes, and gives a clean break. And Gunther applies a front face lock, and Rhodes counters with a hammerlock. Rhodes clinches in and grounds Gunther. Gunther gets to his feet, so Rhodes twists his arm. Gunther hits an arm rag, but Rhodes fights out and takes him down by the arm. Rhodes continues to twist the arm. Gunther backs him into the ropes and whips him off for a shoulder tackle. Gunther connects with a side headlock takeover. Gunther clinches it in with a headlock on the mat. Gunther keeps him grounded for a few moments, but Rhodes soon begins to fight up. Rhodes tries to whip him off, but Gunther holds on. Gunther goes for a back suplex, but Rhodes flips off through the Rhodes and goes for a crossroads. But Gunther gets out, and Gunther goes for a super roll, but Rhodes escapes. We're at a stalemate and Gunther and the crowd is going wild for this. They circle the ring and lock up. Gunther backs Rose to the corner and goes for a chop, but Rose blocks it. Rose jabs away at Gunther and goes for a behind elbow. Gunther viciously chops him down. Gunther talks to the crowd and begins to stomp away at Rose. Gunther chops Rose and sends him to the ropes. Rose ducks a clothesline and hits a running forearm. Rose hits the ropes and Gunther leaps drives him. Rose but puts the brakes on and drops down for an uppercut. Rose hits some clotheslines, but Gunther doesn't go down. Rose knocks him down with the ring apron. Gunther goes on the apron, so Rose hits a springboard disaster kick. Rose signals for a suicide item charges, but Gunther runs in for a super hold. Rose dives him out of the ring and goes for a suicide dive, but Gunther catches him and backs him into the apron for a chop. Gunther hits a scoop slam on the floor. Referee Chad Patton starts the counting, but Rose rolls out, but he beats the count for it's close. Gunther chokes Rose in the corner and is sniffed at a Let's Go Dakota chant. Rose slides through the legs and goes for a slam, but his back goes out. Gunther chops his spine and jumps back on his back. Gunther taunts the crowd. Again, Gunther pulls him up and attacks him. Rose fights back with some strikes, so Gunther wipes him out with a stiff scoop slam. Gunther saunters around the ring and mocks Rose. Gunther punches Rose in the corner and whips him in the opposite corner. Gunther charges, but Rose boosts him. Rose goes for a slam, but back gives out Gunther and lands on top of him for a 2 count. The crowd sings "Olay!" Gunther applies a modified chicken wing submission, but Rose fights out. Rose leans on against the ropes, so Gunther goes to the apron and boots him in the face. The crowd starts doing the wave. Gunther continues to attack the arm and headbutts him. Gunther punches Rose and knocks him out of the ring. Gunther is not pleased with the crowd. Gunther wrenches Rose' arm as he gets in the ring and chops it at the chest a few times. Rose fights back and finally is able to hit Gunther with a scoop slam. Rose drops to his knees and gets the crowd going. Rose pulls him up for a delayed gourd buster. Gunther quickly props up and hits a scoop slam. Gunther heads to the top rope, but Rose cuts him off. The crowd chants, "This is awesome! This is awesome!" Rose hits Gunther with a top rope suplex and rope suplex. Rose slowly gets to his feet and hits the ropes for the running forearm. Rose slingshots over Gunther. It's a snap power slam. Rose begins to hit Gunther with some stinging left jabs, followed by a bionic elbow. Rose is focused. The Dusty chant fires up. Gunther slowly gets up, so Rose drops him with a Cody cutter. Rose covers 1-2. Gunther kicks out. Rose's chest is blotchy from the chops. Rose signals for the end, and Gunther leans on the rope. Rose hangs Gunther on the rope and kicks him in the midsection a la Hardcore Holly. Rose's first tag team partner. Rose goes for a disaster kick, but Gunther counters into a Boston Crab. Gunther releases the sleeper hold, but Rose quickly grabs the top rope. Gunther immediately takes him down with a German suplex and replies the sleeper hold. The referee checks on Rose's arm, but Rose holds it up. Rose fights up and hits a jawbreaker. Gunther grabs him, but Gunther hits a jawbreaker. Rose counters into a crossroads, but Rose is too exhausted to roll over and cover. The crowd loudly chants, "This is awesome! This is awesome!" Both men slowly get up. Gunther hits Rose with a Tyrannosaurus dropkick into the corner. Gunther immediately follows up with a vicious power bomb and covers 1-2. Rose kicks out. Gunther is fierce and he gets to his feet, looking down the undisputed champion. Gunther viciously slaps Rose in the face twice, and Rose stumbles to the corner and peppers him with his slaps. Gunther taunts him, so Rose shows him, and Gunther chops him a few times, but Rose absorbs them, and Rose wildly fights back, so Gunther grabs him for a sleeper hold, Rose counters with a back suplex. Rose hits the ropes, but Gunther hits him with a lariat. Gunther goes for another lariat, but Rose counters with cross Rose. Rose covers 1-2, and Gunther kicks out Rose. Kicks out. Rose is wondering what he has to do to put the World Heavyweight Champion away. Rose pulls himself up into his feet and signals for the end. Rose gets fired up and grabs Gunther. Rose pulls Gunther up for a cross Rose, but Gunther counters with a snapmare. Gunther chops him. Rose ducks a second chop. Rose ducks a second chop and scales the ropes for a diving Cody cutter. When Gunther counters for a sleeper hold, Rose immediately rolls through and has Gunther's shoulders pinned down 1-2-3. Gunther, winner by pinfall, new WWE Men's Crown Jewel Champion, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. This was good. This is okay. Gunther is furious that he did not win the match. Gunther puts the World Heavyweight Championship match around his waist and shakes Cody's hand, recognizes him as the better man on this night. Triple H is in the ring with some solid dignitaries. They hand Cody the WWE Men's Crown Jewel Championship. The two Crown Jewel champions will not get to keep the titles. They will be held in Saudi Arabia, and they will receive a Super Bowl ring to wear around the world. Crown Jewel champion Liv Morgan joins them in the ring and poses. The two Crown Jewel champions pose in the ring as fireworks go off. Rose and Morgan pose on turnbuckles as this show ends. This was Sneaky, Slimy, and Subpar tonight. Subpar today in Saudi Arabia. I say that Wargames, Survivor Series Wargames, isn't gonna be good, gonna be worth watching. I'm telling you, trust me, it's not gonna be worth watching in less than five I don't know how many weeks. See, I don't know how many weeks. See how many weeks is Survivor Series War Games. Now I'm really gonna miss the Survivor Series elimination matches. Less than 5 weeks. Trust me, it's not gonna look that good. And with 2025, I bet you it's not gonna be looking very good for WWE. You know, if they make Dum Dum the number one contender, I'm gonna be very furious because they want furious. Because the only one who I think it should be Seth Rollins. But I know some of you think that Dum Dum kind of deserves to be number one contender because Sheamus is kind of old news and Seth Rollins is kind of a has-been. I'm gonna go with Seth Rollins. I'm gonna go with Seth Rollins for this. Seth Rollins is my choice for the win on Monday. So that's my review on today's Crown Jewel. Now it's time for something I like to do. Give you all my wrestling history and birthdays. All my pop culture. Let me start the music. Here it is. Back to the Future music. It's time for Justin's timeline history, all the wrestling, sports, history, birthdays, etc., etc. Wrestling, birthdays, sports, everything. Here it goes. All you hear that theme, Back to the Future theme starring Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd, one of my favorite movies of all time growing up. Such childhood memories. So let's get down to business. Let's go to today's birthdays for November the 2nd. Let's go see. Oh wait, okay, November the 2nd. Okay. Now you know whose birthday. Let's go to the birthday for today's a happy birthday to a happy 80th birthday to. I'll give you all guys a hint. Ooh, are you ready? I said, are you ready? Then, for thousands in attendance and millions watching around the world, let's get ready to rumble! You know what I'm talking about? Michael Buffer. Legendary Michael Buffer. Yeah, let's see. And today is a happy 50th birthday to Booker T's wife, Shamel. And Wesley turns 30 today, and Amber Nova turns 33 today. Pop Culture Day, a couple movies released on this day in 1984. The Killing Fields, Academy Award winning movie called The Killing Fields, starring Sam Worthington from Law and Order. He had an Academy Award nomination for that role. Best Supporting Actor from Law and Order. Craig T. Nelson was in that movie. John Malkovich was in that movie. He had and Lake Julian Sands was in that movie. It also had an Academy Award winning win for Hang As Snore. And let's see. And let's see, Total Divas. Let's see, Total Divas. Oh, there was no Total Divas. Yeah, it was no Total Divas on this night. Sorry, on November 2nd, 2014. And okay, and this day, 1974, in Minneapolis show filmed by the American Wrestling Association, Jeff Ports defeated Joe Guzman, Mil Mascaras defeated Gogo Babbage, Billy Robinson, Chris Taylor, and Ivan Putski defeated Von Rush and Horace Hoffman, and Larry Hyman in a six-person tag match. Bobby the Brain Heenan, and Boris Resnos defeated Greg Gagne and Jim Bonzell by countout. And let's see. And that's it. That's exactly about it. So subscribe to me, Godpower Soldiers of Fleming. Crown Jewel turned out to be a terrible show. Hope all of you have a good evening. I'm out of here. Peace.